Yes, now bless now. Don't forget rest now. Days, Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. I've shrunk. Let me sort that out. Jeez Louise, people. Mike Checker. Under the Bridge. I know this one. It's not a first time listen. Not seen the music video. Don't care for the music video. I actually think this is a shorter variation because it's 4 minutes 27. I think the original is like 6 minutes odd, isn't it? Am I wrong? Am I right? Am I darkness? Am I light? $325 million views is insane.
Sometimes I feel like I don't have a partner. Sometimes I feel like my only friend is the city I live in, the city of angels. Lonely as I am, together we cry. I drive on the streets 'cause she's my companion.
That groove there on the second verse on the guitar is really what sells it. When that develops.
She knows who I am. She sees my good deeds and she kisses me windy. And I never worry, now that is a lie. I don't ever wanna feel like I did that day. Take me to the place I love. Take me all the way. I don't ever wanna feel like I did that day. Take me to the place I love. Take me all the way. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's hard to believe that there's nobody out there. It's hard to believe that I'm all alone. At least I have her love. The city, she loves me. Lonely as I am, together we cry. I don't ever wanna feel like I did that day. Take me to the place I love. Take me all the way. I don't ever wanna feel like I did that day. Take me to the place I love. Take me all the way. Yeah, yeah.
Jamie says, quite simply one of the greatest songs ever written. And then Esky Bell says, quite simply one of the worst bands of all time. And you best believe the people are fucking taking the bait on that one. World is Gilead says, I think he's quoting a book entitled Resisting the American Dream. He says, most people who succeed in America are either born rich or such a loser in high school they had to prove something. Also, the media is filled with techniques that make people ambitious, sells the dream literally. In order to stay within one's means, they must have a penchant for the bucks in an extreme way and resist all sorts of temptation like spending, marriage, drugs, socializing, etc. You must acquire a sort of security clearance on par with the devil himself in order to stay at home in comfort and normalcy. I actually would say participation in that which they give you is more so engaging with the devil than disallowing it into your life. But I only read that because it says that the media is filled with techniques that make people ambitious. I was watching a brief interview or a podcast per se. It caught my attention. It was just a brief snippet of one. The guy went to the American border to speak with the immigrants or the illegals per se. And he did say the majority of them have been sold this American dream that life is so much better and there's so much opportunity, when the reality of such is it's not really the case. Do you know what I mean? What more would the corporation want? What more would the government want than you believing and pursuing, working hard and creating more for your masters under the guise that it's going to get better? It is a sham. It is a complete sham. Money isn't real, people. So sign up to the Patreon. Money is an energy, right? It comes and goes. Money is water, right? That's why we freeze a bank account. That's why we call it cash flow. That's why we say we've got fluidity when it comes to money, right? That's why we put our money in a bank, a river bank. How deep is that, right? So what I am telling you is that use that energy, that financial, to create something of value, an emotional conversation and discussion with myself when I check out the music you love and adore. Use that meaningless, non-backed credit on a screen that doesn't even need to be printed. Your country's in debt to no one. It's all a lie to feel, to diminish your value and feel you owe somebody something. It's not the case. Give that money to me. Let's talk about music. Let's add and aim some artistic value into your life. Come on. One love. Come on now. I should be in sales. And if you want to look into money being water, look into admiralty law. I think that's what it's called. And that was under the bridge. I've heard it too many times. And in all honesty, if I heard it for the first time nowadays, I probably wouldn't give two shits about it, to be honest with you. It's very emotively captivating when you're younger and you first come across this tune. You know, when you are dealing with the surge of hormones that are running through your veins. But at this moment in time, just give me a good groove, you know? Give me a good groove. That's what I've got to say. I do like the second verse when it ups the ante and the guitar line starts to get a little bit more fruity. But other than that, you know, it's 325 million views. It's connected with a lot of people. But I really liked that one when I was younger. But when I was younger, I was like going back and forth with my first girlfriend. And like, you know, you don't know anything about anyone, including yourself. So it's like, you know, it's so captivating to hear songs that engage with you on that emotional basis. Right now, you know, right now I'm but a machine. I'm but a stone cold, stone heart robot. We got Naked in the Rain coming up next, track number 12. Yes.